Can you tell me a little bit more about Thermiva?
So Thermiva is a brand new technology that's come out very recently. Utilizing radio frequency, we're pushing the regeneration of tissue. Okay. Initially it was for what we call vulvovaginal laxity inside the vagina and outside the vagina. And by doing it, we tighten up the tissues and then obviously increasing pleasure. The actual treatment takes about 30 minutes. It's in and out of the office. It doesn't require any type of anesthesia. There's no cutting. It uses radio frequency. We have a wand invented specifically for the treatment, which is about the size of, I would say, my middle finger. The treatment is done by myself. Just like you have a facelift where it forces regeneration of the tissue, and that new tissue causes the face to lift a little, it's the same concept that we're applying to the vagina to cause it to tighten a little bit. As a side effect, the initial studies, we found that the patients were getting better lubrication, they were getting improved orgasm, they were getting and decreasing their stress incontinence, in addition to the vaginal tightening. So it has all these wonderful additional benefits. One, it's another option for patients that requires no downtime, no recovery time. If the treatment is done today, you can go home and have intercourse that night, okay? There are the initial treatment is 3 treatments, each 1 month apart to get the initial tightening, and it may require maintenance annually of 1 treatment. I've spoken to more and more women who are in the situation where we talk about how they feel sexually, and if you ask them how their husband feels, they're like, well, I assume that everything is fine. Now, well, that's a difficult conversation because majority of good husbands are not going to question or comment regarding the feel of their wife's vagina. It's just not going to happen, and I think it's a little bit insensitive considering that you may have had 2 or 3 or 4 kids for him. That's none of your business. But if it's a concern of his and he can't express it, you understand how that creates a rift. And that's why Thermiva is so great. And to be honest with you, I mean, the more I speak about it, more men are interested because they want their wives to feel confident again so that they can get more sex.
Nice to be supportive.
Right, absolutely. It's so that they can be supportive, and it's not just me and you, it's us working together to ensure our happiness, because that's what we signed on the paper. The other thing with Thermiva is that as a urogynecologist, I think that it's important that I do the treatments myself. There can be negative effects if not done properly, and I feel strongly about it being done by a trained physician.
Definitely.
Yes.